Here we are back with your lesson. Your guess, who is this man? He is found on the $20 bill. And your hint is, what did he do in the Battle of New Orleans at the War of 1812? Yesterday's question was about the impacts of railroads. A couple of negatives and positives that might be helpful for your DBQ essay. Native Americans were sent to reservation, and we also lost buffalo. Good things: urbanization, growth of cities, modernization, growth of steel industry. Travel became quicker, there was trade regulation, commercial agricultural grew, large population growth, reduced cost of shipping of goods, and the reduced cost of goods in Western settlement. Your daily news. In our last class, I went over some additional helpful hints that might be helpful in writing your DBQ essay. I hope you also finished your DBQ essay. If not, you should turn this in by the end of today. Today, you'll be introduced to a key concept called manifest destiny. We'll be looking at this picture to analyze that. This includes a short 4-concept lesson on Oregon Country, Texas, California Gold Rush, and Native American removal. Please pay attention to these. You will be summatively assessed on these marks in the coming days. Onward to the first lesson. Standards I'm assessing. Be able to show me what manifest destiny is and be able to show me what happened to Native Americans as U.S. grew out west. First topic, Oregon Country, right over here. We've heard of the Oregon Trail, probably 3rd and 4th grade, but we probably forgot how they got there. They followed mountain men like Jedediah Smith down here out west because they knew the trails, they could get along with Native Americans, and they could avoid going the wrong way, okay? People had to get out to this area because this area right here, the Great Plains, was also known as the Great American Desert. And because of that, this land was very unfertile. They had to make it here. And they couldn't get land over here because it was already claimed. So by 1836, the Oregon Trail became really popular and people start moving out west because of the mountain men. Okay, Texas comes into play here. Not only were people settling the Northwest, they were also settling the Southwest. Texas was warm and people were given land by the Mexican government. They were going to be given schools, ability to practice slavery and practice their religion freely. However, in the early 1830s, they were denied these rights to schools to practice slavery and to freely believe what they wanted. So they started seeking independence. And then as a result of that, there's actually a battle that starts for Texas independence. And we probably maybe have heard of the Alamo, one of my favorite subjects, where 3 important people bought time for Texas to gather their forces for independent thought and beat the Mexican army. So Davy Crockett of Tennessee, Jim Bowie of Arkansas, and William Travis hold out. About 200 volunteers hold out in the Spanish mission near San Antonio and are wiped out by a superior Mexican army. However, after that, Sam Houston, the eventual governor of Texas, beats the Mexican army. Texas earns their independence as a country for 9 years, and in 1845, the United States makes it part of the U.S. The California Gold Rush, in brief, about 1848, would help draw people out west in greater numbers too. We should have heard about this. Sutter's Mill is where gold was discovered first, and instantly overnight, places like San Francisco and Virginia City, Nevada, become boom towns. Thousands of people get there in hopes of making wealth and riches very quickly. And we have an NFL football team named after the San Francisco 49ers. That's because of the gold rush into people. I hope you realize that. All the while, people are moving to Oregon, moving to Texas, and trying to find gold and wealth. What's happening to the Native Americans? Well, they're losing their land. In 1830, Andrew Jackson, yep, that's this guy, signed the Indian Removal Act, pushing all Native Americans in these states to Indian Territory, Oklahoma, which is undesirable land. Nothing really grows there, right? Some of them, the Cherokee, thousands of them, are forced to walk hundreds of miles from Georgia to Oklahoma, and many of them die along the way. So the Native Americans, they lose a ton of land because of this, and they're forced to live on reservations. Take a look, 1890, this is all that's left of Indian lands. Pretty sad. All right, really quickly, manifest destiny. We see this woman is dragging a telegraph line out there, and everybody is moving out west. Manifest destiny is the idea that America should reach from ocean to ocean, Atlantic to Pacific. That's the idea. The idea that America should reach from ocean to ocean. What caused this? Well, it was a need for land and new technology. And what was being changed? Native American life and buffalo. All right, at this point, you've watched the Manifest Destiny lesson. You should finish writing your DBQ. See you later.